Hey, hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me. Just I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it. Rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry for Traygotfame, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Watch it now, Barney.
On third down. That's Cohen, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Back to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ronald Jones, 82 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep back. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 60 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It made it happen. It put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw here. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
That's how we do it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
This is Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure gets to him again. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now let's go. 3:19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for it with Traygotfame, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, twisting away. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Elliott on for the extra point. Good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A give to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught, They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The give is to Jones. Powerful running. And out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
On third down, here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle. That's caught by Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
Looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll drop to throw. Got some room at the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And still touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So
don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the